Well, here we go. I'm going to give you a disclaimer about this album. Listen, I'm going to try to do the right thing here. The right thing being, if you enjoy the phrase, "Let's go, Brandon," if you enjoy music that does not have a lot of thought put into it, if you are that Murica Bud person, if you are very much into Donald Trump, I'm going to save you the time and tell you to move on. You're not going to enjoy the review of this album, not because I came into it wanting to completely hate on it. I came into it knowing that I would probably completely hate on it. That's just the facts. Reason being is because I know I'm not a Kid Rock fan. I also heard the first single off this thing and thought, my God, now that's what I don't call music, volume 72. I was just blown away at the silliness and cheesiness of it. So again, if you're a Kid Rock fan coming to hear great things about this, you got to move on. It'll save us both some chat time. You won't have to post hate stuff on here. And that's no fun anyways. I'm not trying to hate on Kid Rock as a person. I try to see the best in everyone, but this album, while there's going to be some points where I am positive, most of the points of this album are going to be very, very opinionated. And if you don't want to hear me have a negative opinion on Kid Rock, by all means, do not waste your time watching this. If you want to hear good and bad, and you feel free to stay. Feel free to stay. Let me first and foremost say this album has some political undertones. If undertones is the right word for it, it's kind of in your face. I think both sides are pretty shitty, pretty corrupt. I think it's silly to worship any man in government. I think it's silly to be so consumed with politicians as the new celebrities that it's a waste of life and a waste of time. I understand, voting is our right. I do vote. I try to vote for who my morals line up with the most. I had a conversation with my boss the other day, and I think we both decided Mitt Romney would be better than the past two presidents. I keep an open mind, and at the same time, I think most politicians are crap. And people that are politicians that never were before, like the last guy that was in there. I think he's a crap human being. It's just what I think. I think the guy now is in over his head. It's just what I think. I'm not a big believer in politics. Need somebody fresh and new that's not on either side or bought out or a puppet or whatever. Anyways, politics suck. But some political views maybe will come up in this review, but it's not conviction. It's, think about Revival from Eminem. That was a liberal's dream album. I thought it sucked. I thought it sucked. I thought the political undertones and the straight out naming of politicians was cheesy, stupid, and ridiculous, and I did not like that album by Eminem at all. I hated it. This album here is kind of that, but for conservatives. Or better yet, far right-wing conservatives. It's just kind of a cash grab. It's kind of a cash grab. I digress. Let's move on. Never been a big fan of Kid Rock. Been a few songs that I thought were okay-ish. For the most part, though, I think he's silly. I think ICP's a little more talented. Maybe. Wicked clowns, bitches. But let's jump into it. I decided to listen to this because, frankly, there's not a lot coming out right now that is exciting. There's a new Weezer album. I'm working on that. And, that is as unexciting as me diving into Kid Rock. Haven't said anything about the album yet. Bumped the mic. But I knew this was going to be tough to get through, and I'm pretty sure Weezer's going to get tough or be tough to get through. I used to like Weezer, but anymore, we'll save it for the video. Let's dive into my notes and talk about this album. Bad Reputation. I heard track 1, Don't Tell Me How to Live, and I knew from the title exactly what I was getting out of this track, and I was correct. He starts out by talking about hoes and motherfuckers and bullshit. Those 3 words are in the first 5 minutes. I don't care about cussing. Doesn't bother me. I have a sailor mouth. I quite enjoy cursing. But to start your album out with hoes, motherfuckers, and bullshit, but screaming it in a really cheesy way, I was like, here we go. Then we got some cheesy deep voice. Go tell me how to live. It's very cliche. The whole song is cliche. Then you got Kid Rock rap rocking badly. It's really, really bad. This track is really, really, really bad. It's like a parody track, but it's not a parody. This shit is real. He tells you to suck a dick. He tells you it's his way or the highway. And he likes to tell you that he don't give a fuck. Kid Rock or Bob don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. He likes to call people snowflakes, which is a stupid term. I think any term that one political party believer gives another political party believer is stupid. Stupid terminology. This is awful. He says that a nation of pussies is our next generation. Kind of disagree. This next generation has gone through some shit. We'll probably be stronger for it. Maybe a little more fucked up for it too. But again, I digress. Here's my problem with saying it's going to, the next generation is going to be a nation of pussies. Just the judgment passing over and over and over. Just judgment passing. I'm more of a man than you. You are a pussy. But just garbage. Pure garbage. That's what track 1 is. Pure garbage. And they also have the line soar like an eagle in there. Are we pandering to a certain base of people that will eat this shit up? I'm going to say these 2 words a lot. Cash grab. Cash grab. Next, We the People. Holy fuck. The track title of the last song and this song put it all in perspective. Shortly into the song, they actually say in a song that is published by a fairly large artist, "Let's go, Brandon." I told you not to watch this if you like that phrase. That is the dumbest fucking shit I've ever heard in my goddamn life. It's stupid. So stupid. People get stickers of this shit on their trucks. "Let's go, Brandon." It's fucking dumb. I don't care what your political affiliations are. It's dumb. If there was one about Trump that was just, I'm not putting a sticker of anything political on my vehicle. I'm just out. I'm out on this song. This is stupid as hell. He likes to say fuck you again. Fuck everybody. Fuck you, Fauci. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm a man. Not only a man, but he wants you to know he's an American man. So in this song, we're talking about politicians, but not Trump. We're not talking bad about Trump. We love that guy because why wouldn't we? He's a really good dude, right? None of them are. None of them are. He says, fuck Facebook. That's good writing. These first 2 tracks are pure garbage. Pure pandering garbage. Track 3, My Kind of Country. My kind of country has a Trump, he says. Jesus Christ. What? This is just, I can't believe I'm listening to this. And I'd say the same thing if someone was saying my kind of country has a Biden in it. Like, I'm turning that shit off. How fucking stupid. Besides that line, though, My Kind of Country is the first song I would grade over a 0. It's probably a 1. It has some decent shout outs to some very influential artists. Kid Rock does have respect for a wide spectrum of artists. He's just kind of gone into temper tantrum mode on this album. My guy lost the election, temper tantrum mode. My country's being run by Non-Americans, Tantrum Mode. This is the best track so far, My Kind of Country. It sucks to me. To me, it's not good. And I'm going to say sucks because if we can take one thing from Kid Rock, we should be able to say what we want. I'm going to say it kind of sucks. For me, it sucks. But it's better than the last two. Track 4, Bad Reputation. Where's Joan Jett when I need her? This is not good to me. He says, fuck you, I have money, basically, in this song. Cheesy, cheesy, cheesy lyrics. The song's not original at all. Not that anything else has been original, but it's just got that Southern rock. Bob Seger meets Ted Nugent with a little bit of like, I'm still kind of a rapper to appeal to that crowd too, even though he's not. It's just a twister of American stupidness. Song sucks. It's just silly. There's a lot of tracks. Never Quit. Kid Rock loves him some Kid Rock. This is dumb as hell again. And again, he wants to let you know he doesn't give a fuck. And I'm glad he doesn't give a fuck. That way he doesn't read the reviews of this album. For sure. Just keep not giving a fuck because you don't want to read the reviews on this album. You just don't. Unless you're heading over to like 4chan to the QAnon threads or something. You might want to read the reviews there. Fucking glowing. Track 6. Shakedown. This is the best music so far. Solid beat, some solid, sounds here on this song on Shakedown. Lyrics are real goofy, of course. He does not give a fuck in this song. Just in case you didn't catch that on the previous 5, Kid Rock definitely doesn't give a fuck. He does not give a fuck. He also parties like a rock star, and he hates snowflakes, but wanted unity in an earlier song. So I'm not sure. You hate snowflakes, you want unity. I'm getting confused here. I'll give it a 1 for solid music and beats. Track 7 is Rockin' without the G. Not too bad, actually. Not my thing, but I did think it was kind of pretty. I gave this track a 2. Like, it was bordering on okay. Track 8 is The Last Dance. Not my thing, but truly, again, not too bad. It had me moving a little bit, and I actually gave it a 3 for the fact that I caught myself moving to this one. I'm not going to lie to myself. I was moving to this song with headphones in, putting away some laundry. God, I should probably be more badass than that and throw the laundry and be like, fuck you, laundry. But I was moving a little bit to it. So I had to give it a 3. See You Again, track 9. Was okay for this album, considering it started out so badly. See You Again was okay. Nothing crazy goofy here. Gave it a 2. Track 10, Still Something, without the G. Any country song, you got to drop that damn G. Still Something. Sound like Hot Pockets. Hot Pockets. Still Something. This is this another cash grabber here. So much like Old Town Rock and Roll. Track 11. She's Your Baby, parentheses, rock her. She's your girl, so fuck her right. Oh, God. This is a male chauvinist jam. Fuck this. He says he uses the terms when she's bitching and when she's nagging in this song. Fuck this song. Fuck this song. Good old toxic masculinity at its finest. What's wrong with being decent? Why you gotta be the dominant? Like, quit bitching, quit nagging, fuck you, fuck me, Kid Rock, fuck yeah. Track 12. Never Enough. At this point in my notes, I'm like, this shit isn't over yet. 12 tracks in. How many tracks did Bob write for this album? We'll get there. But this shit's starting to sound the same. And is that auto-tune in this? Like, really bad auto-tune in this song? Kid Rock's trying to make a big old twister again, but just trying to mix everything. Like, I got one for T-Pain in here. Got one for Bob Seger in here. Got a handful for Trump. I got a couple Nickelback jammers in here. There's some Nickelback style rock here, but with worse lyrics. Isn't that crazy? Some Nickelback level songs with worse lyrics. Never Enough, though. Starting to sound the same. The auto-tune's terrible. I'm hurting at this point. I am dying to hear something that's more up my alley. Again, yes, I'm bashing this, but it's my opinion. I'm bashing it from my musical perspective. And from my musical perspective, this is just not very creative or well-crafted musicianship. It's just a cash grab. Just a cash grab. Like an as seen on TV, thing, but it's on TNN or Fox. And it's like, yeah, Fox. It's a Fox. It's a commercial in between the Tucker Carlson segment. And all those people are going to be like, fuck yeah, America. I'm buying this shit. It's just a cash grab. Next song. Everything to Me, track 13. Kid Rock probably needs 10 writers per song after this one, because if he wrote this, he needs to retire from the writing side of his music. It's just not good. Cheesy writing. It's up there with Justin Bieber's Baby. Baby, 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 oh. Baby, 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 oh. It's right up there with that. That's the level this song is on. He needs some writers. Track 14, Cold Beer, because of fucking course. You got to have a song about a cold goddamn beer. Great. Global warming talk makes him hot in this song. Pisses him off. He's mad about it. Glaciers are melting everywhere and the sea level's rising, but it pisses him off to hear about it. Just fucking sucks. Just give me a goddamn beer and a woman that nags me so I can give it to her real good. And let's not talk about anything important. All right, kid. Yeah. I knew this was going to happen. I was going to try to be a little more even keel about this, but I can't. Track 15, Alla fucking Bama. I just wrote in my listening notes, kill me. I'm sure some people want to right now, but this is just absolute garbage. How many times can we say fuck? Very similar to another Detroit act, Insane Clown Posse. I think Bob is trying to go for the record for how many times you can say fuck in a song on Alla fucking Bama, which is the title of the song and the chorus of the song, Alla fucking Bama. I don't know who that poor background singer he got was to sing all this shit and to keep screaming Alla fucking Bama. I hope she got paid well. I'm sure she did. Track 16, Am What I Am. This sounds like an Eminem jammer from the title. And it kind of is, because he likes talking about himself, like his hero does. And he's a church-going man in this one, and a couple others too, but that as soon as he tells you he's a church-going man, wants to talk about women and their different size thighs to basically wrap around his beer drinking face. A little bit of confliction going on here within Bob's, psyche and his mind and morals, and I don't know if he quite knows what he wants at this point. Track 17, The Nashville I Know. Let's fucking slow this shit down. 17 fucking songs at this point, and this one starts out talking about underage whores. The word whore is a little judgmental. A clown trying to sing Hank, because, Kid Rock's a great fucking singer. So he can judge the clowns in Nashville bars trying to sing Hank. He's also very judgmental, but he's holy. He's a holy man. Shit's a joke, dude. This shit is a fucking joke. It's a joke. Like, it is. I don't think he believes this shit that he's writing. I really don't. I actually can't believe I'm saying this. Think that he is a much smarter man than this. But again, cash grab. Cash grab. Track 18 is called 50. I knew as soon as I saw the title it was going to be something about him turning 50. And I was correct. He says, some say I'm old as fuck, but I'm still drinking whiskey. You fucking go, boy. Still drinking that whiskey. He says, fucking 50. And then he says, fucking 50 again. Most of the song is fucking 50. Because he's still trying to break that whole fucks in an album record. He don't give a fuck on this one. In case you didn't notice that all the times before. He don't give a fuck, man. He does not give a fuck. And this anthem is for middle-aged douchebags. Just fuck this whole album. Fuck this whole album. This is ridiculous. It is awful. And if you like it, that is cool. This is just my opinion. The reason I'm giving it such a harsh time because, I've got to get into the mode of what someone who likes this album would do if they reviewed an album by an artist that wasn't like Kid Rock in any way at all. They'd say this sucks and it's shit and it's trash. And, you know, there's a few moments on here where I hear Kid Rock, you know, deservingly pumping out a song or two that's like, this is okay. Not my thing. I can give it credit where credit's due, but it's still not my thing. But most of the songs on this, it's not just that they're not my thing. They're stupid. They are completely and utterly ridiculous. If he wasn't being serious, I'd have a laugh about it, but he's being serious. This is literally just taking your money. He just took some of mine. He took a few pennies from my, you know, subscription account to my music service. And that makes me pretty stupid, but I had to do it. I had to listen to it. My final thoughts, it's a cash grab or a lead up to a run for president, which is highly fucking possible. Kid Rock for president could happen. And this is my issue with the Let's Go Brandon crowd. Now, again, I don't have any issue if you're conservative. Most of my friends are conservative. I live in a conservative area. And most of my friends are very good at having an open debate where they don't just say, you're fucking stupid, you libtard. Or, you know, again, I think both sides are shit. But as soon as you say you don't like Trump, you're a libtard. Just so you know. It's just a default. Just get it tattooed. But the Let's Go Brandon crowd, in their own minds, they're badass Americans. Fucking badass Americans. Fucking Bud Light. Give me a beer. Bud Light sucks. It's not even beer. Fucking piss water. Busch Light, same thing. That's not, you know, come on. Drink an actual decent flavored beer. But in their own minds, they're badasses who talk shit about everything and everyone. And while they used to not trust the government, which was somewhat admirable, because I don't think you could trust anyone you don't really know. That's my opinion. They do trust the government as long as it's the Trump guy's government. So that guy likes to talk shit about everybody and be douchebaggy, and he gives everyone basically a free pass to do the same. So it's like, fuck yeah, he fucking hates everyone too. Love that guy. That's the Let's Go Brandon crowd. Which at the end of the day, people that like to talk shit about everyone and talk about how much beer they drink and how much of an American badass they are, kind of boils down to you being very insecure and having some masculinity issues. It's kind of sad. It's nothing to really hate on because there's some real issues there. There's a lot of guys who refuse to admit that they need to talk to somebody. A lot of those guys are chanting, let's go Brandon, when they should be saying, let's go to the therapist. Let's see what my issues are and why I have to be so toxic and shitty and alpha male-ish all the time. Why I have to just blast the fucking pipes of my truck going down the road and it's jacked up 400 feet. What's really going on? What's really going on there? Why do I feel the need to be more man than you? Kind of sad. But this album's for you, if that's who you are. And if you watch this long, again, I don't know why. Don't comment. I gave you a warning. I gave you a fair fucking warning not to watch this shit because I just think this is shit. And I tried to warn you. By the way, he said D's nuts on this album like 3 times. You can suck D's nuts. See, I could do what he does. That wasn't too bad. You don't like it, you could suck these nuts. The album's not worth grading. It's just pure trash. It's just a cash grab. I'm not saying Kid Rock's not talented. I'm not saying that he's not a good person. I'm saying I don't think this is really him. Like, I'm sure some of it is. I know he really is a, Trump guy and whatever. And there's a lot of people that are, and they've got their reasons. But I'm not anyone's guy. I'm my own fucking guy. I don't, but, I just really think this was, hey, Mr. Right, super hard right winger. I'm going to take your money this year, and they're going to get it because this album is a fucking QAnon anthem. It is going to sell like hotcakes to the folks with the Let's Go Brandon flags and the piss on Biden stickers with Calvin and Hobbes and all that shit. It's just kind of a sad cash grab, which is what I thought Revival was. we all hate Trump. I'm going to make an album capitalizing on it. Because, half the country hates him, half the country loves him. So you got two sides of even the artist spectrum grabbing that money. It is what it is. Don't say I didn't warn you, because I did. I warned you at the beginning of the video. Album sucks.